Okay, so we're looking at rotating images in the coordinate plane. So the first rotation that we want to talk about is a 90-degree clockwise rotation. So when we rotate it 90 degrees clockwise, as you can see, the way a clock moves, it goes from and around in a circle from right to left. That's how the image will be rotated. That is a 90 degrees clockwise image. Okay? So now we want to do 90 degrees counterclockwise. So when we go counterclockwise, we start at that straight up and down Bitmoji, and we rotate it 90 degrees to the left. That is counterclockwise. So as you can see on the left in quadrant 2, that is counterclockwise. Okay, and now we also want to look at rotating 180 degrees clockwise. Okay, so when you do that, it is diagonal from the original pre-image, and it is flipped upside down. So if you look at where my cursor is going, it shows you that. Okay, so now let's look at 180 degrees counterclockwise. And now, as you can see, it is in the exact same position. So whether you go 180 degrees clockwise or 180 degrees counterclockwise, you will end up in the same position. Now let's look at 270 degrees clockwise. So if we go 270 degrees clockwise, that's moving through 3 different quadrants. Each quadrant is 90 degrees. 90 times 3 is 270 degrees clockwise. Now let's look at 270 degrees counterclockwise. Now if we go counterclockwise, that moves through 3 different quadrants, 270 degrees, and that is to the left counterclockwise. Okay, so now let's go into more depth here. A 90 degrees clockwise is from the first quadrant to the 4th quadrant. Okay, and you can see the motion here. From 90, that's a 90 degrees clockwise rotation. And I'm going to represent clockwise with one letter C. Okay, so then, now I want to look at if we do a different type of rotation, and I want to compare them. So let me just erase this. Okay, so now let's look at a rotation. Now instead of 90 degrees clockwise, let's look at 270 degrees counterclockwise. Now as you can see, it's in the exact same position, but this time we were going counterclockwise. Okay, so when you go 270 degrees counterclockwise, you end up in the same position. So I'm going to use CC for counterclockwise. Okay. So, like I said, when we move 90 degrees clockwise, it puts it in the same position as 270 degrees counterclockwise. And I'm just going to type that here for you. Same position. So as you're working through this lesson and working on this assignment in identifying the type of rotation or the degree of the rotation and what direction, remember that a 90 degrees clockwise rotation is the same as 270 degrees counterclockwise.